Yo, hold on, man. Hold on, man. I think I might have had a technical difficulty right there. I think I might have had a technical difficulty right there. Hey, I had a whole little intro, but you know what, though? You might have not been able to hear it, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit happens. But your boy Jay Scott, man. I'm a Bully Radio. Let me see if I can try to get that right. I'm a Bully Radio, Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon, you dig? Trying to see how. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's being productive. There's a lot going on out here as usual. Hold on, let me see if I can get it right quick. Hold on. Hold on, people. Because, man, what I want to do is I definitely want to go in tonight, man. Hold on. Okay, let's see if that works a little bit better, man. It's comedian Jay Scott, man. I'm up in here, man. I'm a Bully Radio, like I said. So today, I'm just gonna go right in, okay? Because I don't know what's going on with my technical shit, but I'm gonna get it fixed. This one right here, it's episode 15. Got a few things I'm trying to knock out right quick. See, I'm a Bully Radio. So are black men fearful out here? We got some athletes. We got some Negroes saying that they scared, man. Black women a threat because they getting more woke? I believe they are. And the last one, this cuties situation, man. It's I don't know what Netflix is gonna do, but I have not watched this movie. I'm not watching that shit. I can't watch it, man. But I've heard a review on it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna tap into that tonight too. So, all right. So let me get my ish right over here. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, man. Share this shit right here. Hit the like button. Share this. So, before I get started, let me put this out here. Let me get my disclaimer. Let me get my disclaimer out here. For the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use of purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let me get that out the way. You dig? Let me get that out the way. So, look, y'all, it's a lot going on, man. All right, it's a lot going on. So, the first thing I want to start off with is just what's going on around. All right, you know what I'll be seeing on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Articles I'll be coming through, and just you know what I mean, some of the things that's going on in the world, or not around this country, I should say. So I saw this on the internet, man. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it because you know what I'm saying, I don't want them to flag me on this, but I had to share it because it's rather on point right now. I don't know if you've seen this, but this is hilarious right here. Rather on point. Oh, my bad. It's a parody song You know what I mean? So you're gonna hear some familiar. Had to do it. Had to do it. Had to do it. Had to do it. I saw that, man. I was like, hey, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hit the like button, man. Share this shit right here, man. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with this technology, but I'm gonna keep it pushing. Um, so also what's going on out here, man? California is on fire right now, man. I shared this on my social media, man. Did you see these now? See, people try to get on my page and was like, this is enhanced or whatever. But I mean, even if it is, man, look how scary this shit look right here, man. I done seen footage of people trying to drive through this shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like all through these parts. Like I'm seeing people like driving and just straight fire just headed all through they cars and shit. Like that's some scary ass shit right there, man. That's some scary ass shit. Let me make sure my shit is jumping on YouTube. I don't know why, but that looks scary as shit, don't it? Look at this, man. Now this is I think believe this is in around the Oakland, San Francisco area. But look at that, man. That's. I mean, you look at this right here. That does not look fun. That don't look fun at all, man. And I mean, just drive and look at. I mean, if you ever been to California, man, you this is the wildfires is I don't know, man. I heard somebody started a wildfire from like a party they had or some shit. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm trying to limit that tonight to my mouse. I'll be using the mouse, man. Hit the like button, share this shit, man. Also, man, I seen this before and I wanted to share this, man. Who would really be down for this right here? Who would be down for this? Who would be down for this right here, man? Who would be down for that? What dude would be down for that? What dude would be down for that? That's a hard decision. That's a hard decision to make, ain't it? Is that a difficult decision? That looks like a challenge, man. So, yeah. So it's not even an option, huh? Hold on a second, man. I think my shit. Hold on. Okay, let's see if that does something. I had to make sure all my shit was plugged in the TV. You understand? I'm working off two screens right here, but he said that's not even an option. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a pandemic, man. What? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Niggas right here is would consider this right here. Do you know what I mean? Black, you know what I mean? Black people. You know what I mean? Niggas would consider this as an option right here. Like nigga, I just need one nut, nigga. That's all I need is one nut. That's all I need is one nut, B. Is this an option for the fellas, man? Is this an option? Somebody let me know. Is this an option right here? I don't know. I said for sure. I mean, hit the like button, share this shit, man. I'm gonna have some fun tonight, today, tonight, whatever you want to call this right now. I'm gonna have some fun right now, man, because it's like, man, we at this point, you know, I be trying to just share information that I be coming across and things that, you know what I mean, is supposed to kind of get people, you know, to just kind of prepare a little better for, you know, just anything. But it's like, man, you know, black people, we just consistently stay on the party and bullshit, man. And but I'm gonna have with this. I'm having fun with this, man. So I don't know if that would be an option for you, but if I need 35 grand, I may have to do that, man. I may have to do that. I may have to do that. I may have to do that, man. If I need it. Only if I need it. Only if you need it. It's like, man, you know, if you in the hole, I'm gonna say this. If I would do this to get my child support current, nigga, if I was in the hole like that, I would get my child support all the way up to date, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, I would be winning, nigga. I was gonna have to live off one nut, man. Off one nut. All right, man. Let me. All right, so, um, what I find interesting is that, you know what I mean, what's happening is that they're going to keep using movies to and I'm gonna talk about this here a little bit later, but movies to keep black people to keep us try to manipulate our history. And so, you know, I kind of showed this before, but I don't know if anybody understands. They're gonna drop this movie on this guy named Fred Hampton, who, you know what I'm saying, Fred Hampton was someone who took over for the Black Panther Party in Chicago, and he was the real deal. You know what I'm saying? They killed him. They got blueprints of where he lived. They kicked in his door. You know, tried to shoot him. It was him, his girl or wife. It might have been his girl at the time with his a little baby that they had, and they shot him. They shot him, man. And this movie is based upon the guy that they sent in as an informant to get close to him, that ended up getting him killed. And if you look a little deeper, the informant that did this, he ends up dying later on in his life. I think he got like ran over by a car or some shit. Something happened to him, but he ended up dying. You know what I'm saying? And he sold out Fred Hampton on the strength of like $300 or something they gave this nigga, man. You understand what I'm saying? So but what they're talking about doing right now, they're talking about getting this guy right here to play Malcolm X and Barack Obama. Is this something that, you know, it's like and he's a British actor, man. Like, see, my thing with now with this particular actor for the Fred Hampton, he may actually, you know what I'm saying, pull it off, because see, with these movies, we gotta feel it. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta feel it. We gotta feel who you, because it's like, man, those that even were around that time, that remember these people that were around, they feel it. And that's why a lot of these movies have not been working. You understand? The Harriet Tubman movie, trash. Trash, nigga, trash. Movie was trash. That it was so trash that they had people that they made up and put in the movie that weren't even like really around. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this trailer right here for this Fred Hampton because you know what I'm saying. Like, I will say that he does, and he's been in other movies before. You seen Get Out and everything, but you know what I'm saying when it comes to be like a revolutionary, you know what I mean. Hold on, let me get it right. I mean, hit the like button, man. Share this, man. I'm about to really dive in here in a minute. My bad. My bad. It was just getting good too, and a nigga had to mess it up, right? Me being silly. Hold on. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. My bad. It's Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Saturday. Like you see the white dude though. That's not good. When you see the white dude show up like that, it ain't never all good. Alright, is this not playing? Hold on, y'all. Alright, hold on. Now that's a real movie getting ready to come out, but hold on, let me. Hey, if you cannot hear me, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if you cannot hear this. Let me know if you cannot hear that. Hold on. If you cannot hear any of the clips that I'm playing, because I mean, hold on. I can hear everything else pretty crispy, but hold on, man. What the hell? Hit the like button, share this, man. Okay, let me try this one more time, man. So yeah, this movie right here is called Judas and the Black Messiah, okay? And like I said, this is they got you know the other dude that was in Get Out too, and he's been in you know what I'm saying other movies too. But it shows how, you know, now I think that this is the real Fred Hampton right there. I think he can pull it off. I think he can pull it off because he's a good actor, but I think he can kind of portray the he can portray it a little better, man. I think he's a little more believable. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I get this right. Hold on.
Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton of the Illinois Black Panther Party.
Repeat after me. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
I am a revolutionary.
There we go.
A revolutionary. I am a revolutionary.
looking at 18 months for the stolen car, 5 years for impersonating a federal officer, or you can go home.
The Black Panthers are forming a rainbow coalition of oppressed brothers and sisters of every color.
Their aim is to sow hatred and inspire terror.
I will learn all that I can.
These ain't no terrorists.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom. I'm gonna die for the people because I live for the people. I live for the people because I love the people.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I did feel something from that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt something from that. You know what I'm saying? Now that I got my audios back right, I'm gonna play that other thing later. You know what I mean? That other that you know what I'm saying, weak ass police. I'm gonna play that again. Okay, you best believe I'm gonna play that back again. You know what I'm saying? I got the audio acting right now. All right, so let me just go ahead and go right in. So, I found an article that said a U.S. Navy veteran for 2 decades, the VA never told him he had HIV. They never told him he had HIV, man. It said a U.S. Navy veteran had no idea he was living with a virus that causes AIDS for more than 2 decades because government health care workers never informed him of his positive test result in the mid-1990s, he said. In a federal lawsuit filed this week, which, yeah, you best believe that was going to be the play. It said the South Carolina man says he ended up with full-blown AIDS because he never received treatment after being kept in the dark. The treatment he's getting now is effective, but he's had essentially 25 years of wear and tear for having no treatment, says his lawyer, Chad McGowan. Conditions related to his unknown HIV status including the infection of his brain tissue, McGowan said. He feels extremely guilty about the girlfriends he's had over the last 25 years because he didn't know, he said. I mean, yo, what? Whew. Need that, yo. How much money you think you're gonna be able to sue? What would be your starting price? What would be your starting price? What would be your starting price if you was in that situation right there? What would be your starting price? Because I know my starting price would be 25 years. I want 25 million. $1 million for each year. Y'all done gave me full-blown AIDS, nigga. Y'all ain't even tell me, nigga. 25 years ago, nigga, they could have got him something. Nigga. He could have went to Dr. Sadie. They could have went to somebody, man. In the military, they could have gave him them good drugs, nigga. They could have gave him some shit that, you know what I mean? But y'all hit the like button, share this shit, man. What the hell's going on there? Now, I know the Republican convention, the Democratic conventions have gone, and right now they're just kind of trying to build, you know, what they're going to do. And I mean, you know, if Trump ends up getting voted out of office, then it is what it is. But I'm going to tell you, that ain't going to make it no better. But I'm going to tell you, when you have desperation from both parties, because both parties were desperately trying to get the black man's attention, and they were trying to get the black person's vote, period, and the black woman. All right. So what they did with the Republican convention, they brought this dude Herschel Walker up there, and man, let me just play you this one first, okay? Because I'm just gonna play like a little bit, man. But damn it, man, he was a hell of an athlete. But man, this Negro sounds. This nigga's like sounds like a goddamn plantation survivor. Nigga, like he's like, oh, I mean, man.
Not an actor, a singer, or a politician. I'm Herschel Walker. Most of you know me as a football player, but I'm also a father, a man of faith, and a very good judge of character. I've known Donald Trump for 37 years, and I don't mean just casual ran into him from time to time. I'm talking about a deep personal friendship. I watched him as an owner of a professional football team. Right after he bought the team, he set out to learn. He learned about the history of the team, the players, the coaches, every detail. Then he used what he learned to make the team better. I watched him in the boardroom. He can be in the middle of a big meeting, but if one of the kids was on the phone, he dropped everything to take the call. He taught me that the family should be your top priority. I watched him treat janitors, security guards, and waiters the same way he would treat a VIP. He made them feel special because he knew they were. He understands that they are the people who make this country run. They clean, they cook, they build, they drive, they deliver. He told me, Herschel, make an effort to get to know people. Remember their names.
I mean, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing to Herschel Walker right there, man. See, the thing is with this dude Herschel Walker, man, it's like, yo, he made all of what he said right there were subservient positions. All them positions he said right there, straight slave positions, man. Submissive positions. Yo, man. Black people, we gotta get up out of some of this stuff with these people, man. Now, what I found also that was very interesting is this right here that they ran a story on that had to do with his son, and just just the way that he sounds, man. It's just like, yo, what they got Herschel Walker out here doing, man? What kind of agenda they got this dude out here with, man? I mean, for real, man. What they got to do with this dude out here? What is he doing, man? What is happening?
It is now a great pleasure to announce the winner of the 1982 Heisman Memorial Trophy from the University of Georgia, Herschel Walker.
That was Herschel Walker winning the Heisman Trophy in 1982. He went on to become a superstar in the NFL, playing for the Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles, and Minnesota Vikings.
Now Walker's 15-year-old son is picking up the family tradition of outstanding athleticism, but it's in competitive cheerleading. Jan Crawford sat down with the father and son duo who say football and cheerleading have more similarities than you might think. Jan is in Washington right now. Good morning to you, Jan.
Well, good morning. So, Walker said at first he was kind of like, what? Cheerleading? But he quickly came around when he saw what the sport is all about. But not everyone has been so supportive.
Hold it!
When you see the lifts, the twists, and the mind-boggling flips.
Let's go, stand up!
There's no question these kids are athletes. But that's not what everyone thinks when they hear the word cheerleader.
Good. I thought like cheering at a game, and he said, no, competitive cheer. And I'm like, what? Like, what is that?
Herschel Walker is an NFL legend, but his teenage son, Christian, decided last year that instead of picking up a football,
Let's go, Christian, let's go!
he wanted to fly.
Let's go!
It feels like you're flying, but then you land and you just want to do it again. And that's what really drew me to cheerleading.
You never felt like I'm going to disappoint my dad if I don't follow in his footsteps.
No, he's always encouraged me to do what I need to do. So that's what I've done.
At first, Walker was baffled. In Dallas, he played on a team with the most famous cheerleaders in the world. Christian was talking about competitive cheering, something entirely different.
I didn't know what that was. Then he's, oh no, people turning flips and all this stuff, dance and all this. And I came out to see it. And I saw how athletic the kids were that was doing it. I was shocked. And I was shocked at the amount of people. I was like, geez, I didn't realize it was that big of a sport. and I was proud that he was doing it.
And 1, 2.
In recent years,
5, 6,
competitive
7,
cheering
8.
has exploded in popularity. Last year, the American Medical Association designated it a sport.
Hold it, good, y'all, hold it.
It takes strength, flexibility, focus, and above all, teamwork. In other words, a lot like football.
And man, look, I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no problems with anyone's sexual orientation. But what we not gonna do, we not gonna use the sexual orientation for someone's agenda. We're not. Yeah, my shit is very crispy right now. You can hear everything, man. You hear the click of the buttons and everything. But what we not gonna do, we not gonna use someone's sexual orientation for another agenda, man. And what do you think I mean when I say that? See, I ain't got no problems with none of what I just saw in the second clip. The only problem I got is, why does it have to be about cheerleading? If he's athletic like that and he's doing that, why not him be a gymnast? Man, hit the like button, share this shit, man. I've been wanting to say this. Why not have him be a gymnast? Why does he have to be a cheerleader? Why does he have to be a goddamn cheerleader, and then they got to sit up there and explain why cheerleading's fun for a dude? Like, why does it have to, like, why can't it be, man, in high school, man, he could be preparing to become a gymnast, man. They do the same athletic things that they do in what you just saw, but they ain't even have that as an option. They ain't even make that as an option. Okay? And so what they're trying to pump out here, man, they trying to really get us to really be on some other shit out here, man. They really trying to pump it to where we are buying into a lot of what they selling. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it moving. So I found this right here, which it may be like a couple years old now, but it has to do with black conservatism. And so you gotta understand, black people, we just conservative anyway. We conservatives anyway. Have you dealt with black people before? We are very conservative. That's why we don't tip for shit. Hit the like button, share this shit. That's why we don't tip worth shit. We are very conservative. What up, Chris Grant? What up, Ruben? What up, Ruben? Black people are very conservative. Some will be like, that's cheap. Man, shit, that's conservative. That's what's being a conservative is being cheap as shit. So with that being said, that's damn near every black person out here then, right? Hold on, babe. But I want you to see what this vibe is right here, because they want to pump this, but they got the Candace Owens and all these buck dancing Negroes. Now, I don't see any of the Democrats doing any of what I'm seeing right here.
Other supposed sellouts, but they didn't commit a crime. They're just black Trump supporters, and this is their coming out party.
I'm gathering this is kind of a judgment-free zone. Everyone can kind of just be themselves, and
I think it confuses some people. They see black people walking around with MAGA hats, and they're probably like, do they like know what they're in line for?
Kalasia, Sharice, and Anthony bonded on social media. They're here in DC to finally meet others like them in person. As a biracial woman, I know exactly what it feels like to be misunderstood by your own people. So that's why I came here, to find out why everyone acts like black conservatives don't exist. USA, USA, USA. This is the nonprofit behind this meetup, Turning Point USA. They promote conservative values on college campuses, and you might know it because of them. Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens.
There is nothing more American than being black in this country.
She's dangerous.
But today,
that woman's dangerous.
The crowd is here to see someone else.
Who in this room wants to be president someday?
President Trump's approval rating among African Americans hovers around 14%. In here, though, it's off the charts.
The African American unemployment rate has hit the lowest level ever recorded in the history of our country.
This is a recurring theme. As a credit for his role in maintaining low Black unemployment levels, it's been steadily declining since before he got to Washington. But beyond that, the picture looks a little different. The median net worth of Black families is 10 times lower than white families. The gap between Black and white homeownership is growing, and Black college graduates still make significantly less than white college graduates. But for these students, this is bigger than just the economy.
Before even becoming a conservative, I started to feel like I was a victim. But once I got out of that victim mentality, I actually started thriving.
My biggest pet peeve is when people say, we've made no progress since slavery. Are you kidding me?
A lot of what I heard today was the narrative that Democrats really don't care about Black people.
We sit in these really bad, dilapidated, broken communities. Democrat policies have continuously been implemented, and they have not worked.
Welfare reform is on the president's to-do list. And this gets to the core of conservatism, that liberal policies unintentionally do more harm than good. After LBJ created social programs like food stamps and Medicare in the 60s, the rate of Black economic progress actually slowed down. They made progress, but not as quickly as in the 5 years before these programs started. Still, there are far fewer Black people in poverty today than there were back then. But even if conservatives are right about welfare holding folks back, sometimes Trump makes things complicated.
After Charlottesville, when he said there were fine people on both sides, do you think that was racist?
No one likes to see Nazis parading around, singing blood and soil. That could have been handled a lot better.
Trump sometimes says things in the wrong way.
That's what they get ready to co-sign his racism.
The Black community.
Not all Black
That's what they're
conservatives agree. We met up with Cordricos Driscoll. He's a Republican who teaches religion and politics at GW.
Do you think it's fair to call Trump a racist?
I think it's fair to call Trump racist. Yes, how I define racism is about power structures that prevent access to certain things. And so when we look at his policies and when we certainly look at his rhetoric, it falls in line to what racism is.
Why do you think we see such vitriol coming from other members of the Black community directed at people within this young Black conservative movement?
That is one thing I never agreed with. Black conservatives aren't going away.
He's right. This isn't some new trend. Then why are there so many culturally conservative African Americans who don't vote Republican?
That's all I'm gonna play, because we could be here all day. Why they don't vote for Republicans is because there's a stigma of Republicans being extremely racist. But if we do some for real research, you will understand that the nature of the Ku Klux Klan came from the Democratic Party. That's what I've gathered in the research that I've done. As you keep trying to peel back the layers of what's going on, I think that both sides are extremely racist. And just for the record, man, for this politics shit, look, man, there's no real hardcore Republican and Democratic nothing no more. There's none of that. These people that are even elected to be in the Senate, you can have a Republican flip-flop and vote to be on the Democratic side and vice versa. So miss me with a lot of this rhetoric, man. People were talking about as if Obama couldn't have done anything and making it seem like Donald Trump is just out here. You know what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump is, he is on some silly shit. He's a racist, white supremacist, more than likely. But I will say, like, in part of this, what I'm going to show you, I really truly believe that he is trying to get some of this trafficking out the way. He's trying to get some of this trafficking shit. I believe he's trying to go after the traffickers. No, they are. They are. They're on the, they are. But you see how that's how they try to create that narrative. And that's another thing. When you got these people that vote out here, you got people, when they start talking about when they start talking about Black people, they automatically use the term criminal reform. That's because they always are always trying to label us as criminals before we even do anything. Before we get our time of day in court, they're always trying to label us as goddamn criminals. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let me keep it moving. So what they're also trying to do out here, they're trying to get us with this this COVID-19 thing, okay? So now they're getting ready to start running they're going to start running these clips and these promos of people volunteering to try to get the vaccine. And they ain't going after no white people. That's not who they targeting. Over here in these states, they targeting us. And let me show you what kind of thing they got out here for us to try to look at and buy into. Man, hit the like button, share this shit, man. I might be on here for a little minute, y'all, because I got some things now. I got clips that I'm getting out the way, and then, you know, the articles and all that shit. Here we go.
Vaccine will end this pandemic, but medical professionals
Hit the like button, man. You know what? What's
are
going on with
expressing
technology today?
concerns
Goddamn
that
it.
clinical trials have failed to recruit enough minorities. Reveal investigator Rebecca Lindstrom talks with one woman about why she is getting involved.
Ashley Neely has never had COVID, but she may carry the antibodies anyway. That's because she just finished getting her second vaccine shot for the virus.
I do feel like I'm a part of history, and I'm hoping that this will help.
Neely knows medicine isn't one size fits all. You need to test treatments on different age and race groups. But a lot of Black people don't trust the medical system.
We've had a long history of us being abused and used and stuff involuntary and being lied to. Some of my friends were supportive. They definitely was like, you're being really brave, you're doing a great thing. And then, of course, some of my friends that are a little more, called me crazy.
But knowing she's one of 30,000 people in the phase 3 vaccine trial gives her a bit of comfort. And Dr. Carlos Del Rio, a distinguished professor of medicine at Emory University School of Medicine, hopes there are more people like her enthusiastic to get involved.
You want to be sure that the most affected populations are represented.
In Georgia, Black people represent at least a quarter of our COVID cases, but so far in the Moderna study, they only make up 10% of its participants. And Pfizer, which is developing the vaccine Neely is testing, has only 7% Black representation.
If and when we have a vaccine ready, if you didn't have enrollment of minorities, then people are going to say, well, why should I put the vaccine in myself? And the reality is we need minorities to be the first in line for the vaccine.
News this week that AstraZeneca is putting its trial on hold after a participant had a serious adverse reaction doesn't relieve any fears.
That's how clinical research works. That is what clinical trials do. You are continuously seeing if there's any issues.
And the delay will allow the company to determine if the adverse reaction is even related to the vaccine. As for Neely, she says after her first shot, her arm was a bit sore.
I was very fatigued the next morning when I woke up, and I had some body aches and sweating, but it only lasted about 24 hours.
She says the worst part has been the actual COVID test, but hopefully today.
Yeah, because they stick that in the back of your throat.
Get out of this pandemic.
The studies do take time. Neely says it's taken her about 4 hours on each of her visits, and she'll have to keep coming back every few months for the next 2 years. But if you do have the time and the heart to help, you can go to coronavirus.
She got to come back the next 2 years. Man, look, not only are they doing that, but I don't even have this clip, but they also put it out there for you to try to get some type of money compensation off of getting in a study for a trial run on this vaccine. And who do you think gonna take that? Man, hit the like button, share this shit. Man, who do you think gonna take that trial? Black people. Because we need the money. We in a goddamn pandemic. What nigga ain't gonna be like, you know what, man, I may go ahead and take that vaccine, nigga. They how much they breaking off, nigga? $700 per time. I gotta come there how many times? And they just injecting your ass with that. They just, like what Bill Gates said, they just shooting them GMO vaccine in your arm, man. Just shooting it in there. Nigga, they trying to Thanos your ass, nigga. I got the nigga, they trying to Thanos your shit, nigga. Man, hit the like button, share this shit, man. They trying to get rid of you, nigga. Okay. So, one more. I think I got one more clip right now. No, I got a couple more clips, but it's all good, man. We're gonna get this popping and moving. So what I saw also online, man, was they're putting trackers in bras. They putting trackers in little young female bras. Hold on, man. Let me get this. This shit had me tripping, man. Hold on. I heard this was in like Victoria's Secret bras too, though.
From with these pink bras and the tracking devices on them. So I had my son's daughter go up. I had her see if she had any bras from Pink, not Victoria's Secrets, but Pink, to see if the tracking devices was in them. Okay, now look, she just brought me her bra down here. She just brought it to me. So I'm going to cut it just like the lady did on the video and show y'all what I found. Okay? Because they're trying to sex traffic our young women, and no. Hold on. Hi, Dorita. Mom. What, are they in there? No, we said they're not in there. Hold on. This. She just got this, so I'm about to cut this open and show y'all the tracking device that's in these damn bras because they're trying to sex traffic our young women. Yeah, because it's not in there. It's not. Hold on, y'all. We got other bras that she got. And look at it, y'all. I'm opening it up. Is that it right there? This is the fucking tracking device. Look at this shit. Oh my God. Look at that. Straight out of the bra that she just brought, ladies. That she just brought. Y'all need to check y'all daughter's bras from Pink. Not from Victoria's Secrets, but from Pink. Here it is. Share this with you guys. Share this with everybody that you guys know. And let them know to check their daughter's bra for this tracking device. It's numbers on it and everything. It's this shit's real. Look, her other bras. These are old. These are old. They say Pink. Look. And it says Pink. And it's not on them. She just brought this one. And I've seen the video and I cut it out. So y'all tell me who's crazy. That lady's not crazy and these are tracking devices. This look like a fucking camera or something. I don't know if y'all can see it real good, but bang, there it is. That black thing. Yeah, that black thing. I don't know, y'all.
And they probably looking right at them like, oh shit, they done found it.
I'm just showing y'all what I seen, and this is on her new bra that she just brought. Not any of she has old ones here. They're not on the old ones, but they're on the new ones, and it says Pink on them. So check y'all bras and make sure y'all take the tracking devices out.
See, so what I'm saying is this, people. Is that what they're doing right now, man? They're throwing all these distractions out here while things is happening undercover. Man, hit the like button, shit. All right, let's go. So what you see out here right now, you still seeing the white boy that what was the white boy's name, man? And from that went to Minnesota, went to Wisconsin. They got him. They got him out here. You know what I'm saying? Getting $300,000 crowdfunding raised to get him if he needed. He ain't even got nothing yet. He ain't even with the trial, man. They got him. They getting ready to try to have 6 counts for this dude on what he did. And yeah, it's murder and all everything in there. But man, they didn't, and they ain't saying that they're not allowing this. They've allowed this, and this is from a Christian group. Man. While you got shit like this going on a regular basis. This right here. You got this going on a regular basis, man. Hit the like button, share the shit, man. On a regular basis, man. It's maybe a little small right here, but this is on a regular basis. You got this type of shit going on.
Matthew Bernard was suspected of murder, but it's not known why he stripped off all of his clothes and ran into the streets. An officer used mace to try to stop Bernard, but he kept on running straight at Lloyd Galden in a church parking lot.
I was just saying, good Lord, get me out of it, and I was fighting him as much as I could.
Bernard then took off down the road where he was stopped by officers working with a police dog.
Suspected murdering 2 adults and a child. Come on, man. This nigga avoided any lethal force. Look, he getting shot as black. They have shot and killed black men who were naked and unarmed. Two times more likely to be killed by the police. Police is leading the cause of death for black people. See, man, while Negroes is out here focusing on this political shit, like that's gonna come and help you, man, they done unleashed the Kraken on niggas out here, man. And I'm trying to tell you, they didn't unleash it to where you think that's just gonna stop with Trump. Man, the shit started with Obama. It started with Obama. Quiet is kept since Negroes don't want to accept that. It started with Obama. Man, hit the like button, share this shit, man. It started with Obama. Trayvon Martin was under Obama. You understand what I'm saying? Down here in San Antonio, they had a Black Lives Matter protest in New Braunfels, Texas, which is, you know, basically where rich white and Hispanic people live for the most part. Well, while they were having this whole Black Lives Matter thing, or no, it was a Trump rally. Let me get it right. Oh shit, hold on. It was a Trump rally. These people right here take the whole Black Lives Matter flag and basically put it at their bottom to like be able to run over the shit. That's for real though. Hit the like button, share this shit, man. Start a watch party with this shit right now. But look, man, they ready to go. They ready to go. You understand what I'm saying? They ready to go. And then what? Do you remember this though? Because this is something that the Democrat Party they've been trying to finesse us. They continue to finesse us. You understand? Now the reason why I bring all this all together is because everything is intertwined with each other. What they doing to us as people, what they doing politically that affects us as people, and this trafficking thing, man. This trafficking thing is just as on the same level as black people getting slaughtered in the streets by these race soldiers. It's on the same level because as also what's happening, our babies is getting taken out here. You know, and that's black and Hispanic, man. They definitely do that down here. Nigga, you so close to the border. Nigga, there's countless amounts of videos where they showing people coming and scooping kids off the streets out here, man. You understand what I'm saying? And so what these Democrats do earlier within this year to try to keep black people like we should be down for the shit that they talking about. Huh? Do y'all remember this? Because I want y'all to understand that this is the games they play with us. This is the games they play with us. Look at this, man. Do you remember that? Do you remember when they all put on some dashikis and shit? Do you remember that? Do you remember when they put on some dashikis and try to make it seem like what they was doing was giving some black people some type of anything? That's not what it. No, hell no. And then you got this. I ain't even. You know what? I ain't even about to. I'm just gonna play it. You got this dude right here. Let me just play it. Before I start using words, I'm trying to be kind of subtle because they come to scoop people's pages off too, man. So I'm not trying to cuss a lot. I'm not trying to, you know, whatever they consider to be derogatory terms. I'm trying to be cognitive. But this right here, man.
I think the narrative that there's.
Do you know who that is?
That the police,
that's the Attorney General,
some epidemic of shooting unarmed black men is simply a false narrative, and also the narrative that's based on race. The fact of the matter is, it's very rare for an unarmed African American to be shot by a white police officer.
And they're saying we 2 times more likely than white men and boys. See, right here it says this is some of the black Americans killed by law enforcement in recent years. Some, nigga, not all. Just see how many you remember. See how many you remember. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, yo, hit the like button, share this shit, man. I mean, you just keep seeing the names rolling, man. You keep seeing the names rolling. This is just from the police, man. This ain't even from these people that act like they deputized out here, like the George Zimmermans, which was under Obama. Let a black dude that claimed to be some type of community police guy shoot and fight and kill a young white boy. Man, that nigga is going to jail forever, nigga. Yeah, see this, look at the names, it's still going, man. Hit the like button, share this shit, man. Start a watch party with this shit right here, man. Yo, all these names, man. All these names. These are names that you might not even been heard of or known about. But it happened, and it keeps happening. You understand? Look, there go Freddie Gray right there. Man, do you know how many people, man, from the time, really since Obama? Because before Obama, you had George Bush Jr. and what they was doing. Now it was the same thing was happening, but it wasn't happening like when everybody's guy came in, Obama. When every nigga's guy, when he came in smoking Newports and shooting basketballs, niggas was like, hey man, I don't care if this white supremacy is getting ready to take over a whole new thing by using you, and we gonna make it, you know, who gonna be the first one? Let's find a young black teenager, we gonna say he a man to kill. Who can we do this with? Boom, motherfucking George Zimmerman. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't complete. That's not a complete list. I don't even know how many names was on there, but I know it was way too many. You understand? Here we go. I'm just gonna play a little bit of this right here. But we need to just understand how this is working for us out here as far as what's being inflicted upon us, man. They're trying to take this shit to another level.
About race. Why are people protesting? Why are people angry? Slavery ended 150 years ago. The civil rights movement was 60 years ago. Racial discrimination is illegal now. Heck, we even had a black president. So why are people still upset? We're going to go through history and we're going to look at some data, and we're going to go quickly so this video doesn't get too long. So hang on. These are two households in America. One is black, the other is white. Today, the average black household has 60% of the income of the average white household, but only 1/10 of the household wealth. Why does that matter? Well, household wealth helps send kids to school, helps launch small businesses, stabilizes loss of income, and helps families survive catastrophic events like divorce or unemployment. What's amazing about this number is that there are lots of extremely wealthy African Americans, movie stars, pop stars, 75% of the NBA, 70% of the NFL, Oprah, Tyler Perry, Ben Carson, Morgan Freeman. And there are a lot of extremely poor white families. Think of Appalachia and other parts of rural America. But even when we factor all that in, the average black household still has only 1/10 the wealth of the average white household. How did that happen? Well, here we go. What happened after we freed the slaves, after the Civil War ended? 9 states enacted vagrancy laws, making it a crime to not have a job. The law was applied only to black men. 8 of those states then allowed prisoners, the black men who'd just been arrested for not having a job, to be hired out to plantation owners with little or no pay going to the prisoners themselves. So, that's right, men who had been freed from the plantations found themselves right back on the plantations. Additional laws prohibited mischief and insulting gestures, which allowed more black men to be arrested and created a huge market for convict leasing. Working conditions for these leased convicts could be worse than slavery because the plantation owner leasing the black prisoner had no long-term interest in his well-being. By the turn of the 20th century, every state in the South had mandated racial segregation by law, Jim Crow laws, which supported a social ostracism for blacks that extended to schools, churches, housing, jobs, restrooms, hotels and restaurants, hospitals, prisons, funeral homes, morgues, and cemeteries. White politicians competed with each other to be more strict and specific on segregation. For example, a law prohibiting blacks and whites from playing chess together. No interracial chess playing. That might lead to lawn darts. In 1896, the Supreme Court ruled that these Jim Crow laws were perfectly legal because they, quote, reflected customs and traditions and, quote, preserved public peace and good order. These laws stayed in place until 1954, when the idea of separate but equal was struck down in the ruling known as Brown versus Board of Education. So what happened next after Brown? Well, in 1956, the Southern Manifesto was signed by 101 out of 128.
As you see, man, you go look that clip up right there. Holy Post, Race in America. Go look it up because it's like 17 minutes. And I think it's got a second part to it. But you know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. This is where it's headed to, people. We headed to where they just gonna be doing things out in the open. You understand what I'm saying? Out in the open. You understand? I mean, look at now. What's a great question is what should be done. One thing that should be happening is this. Should the U.S. declare the KKK as a terrorist group? Hot diggity damn. Hell yeah, they should. Nigga. Nigga, are you kidding me? Yeah, they should. Nigga, yeah, they should. Man, hit the like button, share this shit. Yeah, they should be declared as a terrorist group. Nigga, they should have been declared one. But see, the problem is that it's so many white people that either we do or don't know that go by the code of the Ku Klux Klan. That's part of the problem. That is a big part of the problem. So, white supremacists and militias have infiltrated police across U.S., report says. White supremacist groups, let me get it right. White supremacist groups have infiltrated U.S. law enforcement agencies in every region of the country over the last 2 decades. Nigga, go type this in, look this shit up, man. They really got us on some ops. They messing with my YouTube feed and everything right now, man. White supremacists and militias have infiltrated police across U.S., man. This is according to a new report about the ties between police and far-right vigilante groups. In a timely new analysis, Michael German, a former FBI special agent who has written extensively on the ways that U.S. law enforcement have failed to respond to far-right domestic terror threats, concludes that U.S. law enforcement officials have been tied to racist militant activities in more than a dozen states since 2000. And hundreds of police officers have been caught posting racist and bigoted social media content. So let me get you to understand this. This was before Obama. This was when George Bush Jr. was when he got in. That's when this new world order was really popping, about to pop for real. This was the Patriot Act, all this shit. They let his little silly goofball ass come in and really set the tone for this shit. And if you read and look at any other information, man, yo, there's so many groups on the social media that are straight police infiltrated white supremacists, white identity extremists. Man, hit the like button, share this shit, man. So the report notes that over the years, police links to the militias and white supremacist groups have been uncovered in states including Alabama, California, Connecticut, Florida, Illinois, Louisiana, Michigan, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, Virginia, Washington, and West Virginia. How many of those are Democratic? How many of those are Republican states? How many of those are Republican? How many of those are Democratic states, yo? Police in Sacramento, California in 2018 worked with neo-Nazis to pursue charges against anti-racist activists, including some who've been stabbed, according to records. And just in the summer, German writes, an Orange County sheriff deputy and a Chicago policeman were caught wearing far-right militia logos. In Olympia, Washington, officer was photographed posing with a militia group, and Philadelphia police officers were filmed standing by while armed mobs attacked protesters and journalists. Do you understand? This is why we need some goddamn reparations. This is why we need to be on code. I'm gonna come with some solutions, man, here towards the end, of course. But this is why we have to have something, man. You understand? You got Negroes really out here thinking that a fairy god vote is going to change things. A fairy god vote is not going to change. It's not going to magically just, ooh, we good now, nigga. No, nigga. That ain't the way this shit work. Okay? Look at this group right here. They getting exposed. They talking about 40% of Compton's police force are known as the executioner gang. They all got these tattoos on them. I showed this before. Do you understand what I'm saying? They getting the green light, the red. They getting the green light through this. Now, if you think that's gonna stop, if they put Trump out of office, that ain't gonna happen. But let's see. You know what I'm saying? What, you know, this is what's been happening out here. This is what's been happening out here. This shit right here, man. This right here. Because at this point, man, black people, a lot of us ain't taking this shit no more, man. We ain't taking it, yo. We tired right here of being sick and tired.
One bad apple started this. You guys want to take it out on everybody. It's wrong.
An unexpected showdown in Waterbury, a Black Lives Matter demonstration visited by a group defending a statue of Christopher Columbus. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is in Waterbury right now, where tensions nearly boiled over.
It was dicey for a bit. Police even having to step between those supporting the Black Lives Matter movement and those supporting this statue. Tonight, this debate did get heated, but thankfully it remained just that, a debate between conflicting sides, no violence.
Standing nearly face to face, Black Lives Matter supporters and supporters of Christopher Columbus squared off at Waterbury City Hall.
I was born here. I was born here. I don't have to know how to. You don't like us.
The rally was intended to highlight racial inequality, shine a light on police brutality.
Now, see, that right there was a clip of this motorcycle gang that drove by them having a protest, stopped and came back and showed that they were on code with who they feel is one of their forefathers, which is Christopher Columbus, who didn't discover shit and was a goddamn white supremacist for real. This is the type of language they use. This is what they use within their own language. You understand what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that they show within they. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it going. So this right here is what I'm saying when it comes to part of the problem out here. I'm just gonna play it, man. I'm just gonna play it. This is what, you know, this is what they put out here for us to think that this is real. Man, hit the like button, share the shit, man. Hit the like button, share the shit. This is Terrell Owens. Just listen to this Negro out here, man. Listen to this Negro. And you got niggas out here feeling the same way, though.
As black men, bro, we're getting killed at an alarming rate now. And it's only a matter of time until they kill somebody, you know, of somebody where they're not going to care. And it's going
they doing that now.
A riot is going to create.
This is recent.
More tension between the black race and law enforcement. And you don't want it to get to that point. But at some point, you know, it's like they're going to kill the wrong person. And it's just so unfortunate, man. But this is a systemic problem. This is the issue. And I think this is where you've heard, you know, everybody from the black community, this is what we've been talking about. This is why we as black men, black people, we're scared. And honestly, man, I really didn't really think about it until like just driving around today. Like, honestly, it's scary to be a black man in America, especially you're coming any type of encounter with law enforcement.
Are you even scared? As recognizable as you are, most people would recognize you, I would imagine. But are you even scared? Still, as a black man, at the end of the day, are you scared driving around when a cop pulls you over, that a cop might pull you over, and that you might be physically harmed?
Absolutely, I think now more so than ever. You know, there have been times where obviously I knew my status or what have you could get me out of, you know, a situation.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I got pulled over, I'm sure my heart would probably be beating 90 miles an hour, especially considering everything that has transpired since the George Floyd murder. So honestly, yeah, I mean, it's a scary thought to think about, you know, driving, getting pulled over for whatever reason. This situation with Jacob Blake, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And just to hear and read some of the comments about he should have just complied. There's no reason to kill that. Like, it's no reason to shoot somebody in the back 8 times. Like, we as human beings, like, we know our rights. They have a laws to uphold, and our law enforcement, they are failing us right before our very own eyes, bro.
Nigga, they been doing that, nigga.
This is a scary time.
Man, let me get this Negro off the line. Hey, man, for real, yo. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Hit the like button, share this shit. And this is what they putting out here for black men to try to somehow buy into. And you gonna have Negroes out here regurgitating this same shit. I gotta go to this nigga, man. I love LeBron James. I love you as a basketball player, my brother. And I believe you doing some good things, but nigga, they be messing with you, bro. They be letting you kind of just go off the cuff, nigga. They let you just kind of say.
Tired of hearing me say it, but we are scared as black people in America. Black men, black women, black kids. We are terrified. Because you don't know. You have no idea. You have no idea how that cop that day left the house. You don't know if he woke up on the good side of the bed. You don't know if he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You don't know if he had an argument at home with a significant other. You know, if one of his kids said something crazy to him and he left the house steaming. Or maybe he just left the house saying that today is going to be the end for one of these black people. Because we see it over and over and over. There was multiple, if you watch the video, there was multiple moments where if they wanted to, they could have tackled him. They could have grabbed him. You know, they could have done that. And why does it always have to get to a point where we see the guns firing and his family is there, the kids are there, it's the broad daylight, and it's this through the grace of God that he's still living. Like 7 shots, close range, and he's still alive. That's through the grace of God right there. And my prayers goes out to that family and that community. But I got nothing nice to say about those cops at all.
And he shouldn't. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. Yeah, man. Share and hit the like button. Yeah, I just wrote that shit to myself. But this is what they doing, man. They using these sound bites. They using these athletes. They using these people, man, to really try to come after us. To, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. The question opposes itself. Now this is out of Forbes. All right, this is out of Forbes. Thank you for the symbolic gestures, but Black people need reparations. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And see, you have people out here like Ice Cube. Ice Cube is out here, you know, trying to meet with Joe Biden and them. Can anybody tell me what was said, or was there any update? Has he gave an update on what? And see, I put in there, oh shit, if this is true, Cube may be a co-op. Like, I don't know, man. Like, some people be like, nah, you know, I roll with Cube. I roll with Cube too. But it's like, man, once they open up these doors and they allow him to come in for whatever he has as the contract for Black people, America, are they really going to abide by anything he's saying? Or are they going to give this nigga some little butter biscuits and be like, hey, nigga, hey, look, Cube, man, we can give you access. We can give you your own TV stations and networks, man. We can give you what you've been asking for. We can give you, a matter of fact, we can give you 100 TV stations, nigga. Just take that Black America contract and tear it up and let us burn it. I'm eager to hear what Ice Cube is going to say or do and what kind of update we're going to have with this. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm very eager to see. I'm very eager because, you know, they made sure. Now he's been pumping this this contract thing for a while now. You know what I mean? Man, hit the like button, share this shit, man. Now also, if you have not seen this, man, they say the most lethal threat out here to Black America is white supremacists. So, man, it's like, man, why aren't we getting any type of reparations? Why isn't there no type of investigation with this shit, with these inside these subgroups, man?
Allies are trying to make the 2020 presidential election about the threats.
Hit the like button, share this, man.
Facing. Except they're not actually making it about the real threats that Americans are facing. You know, like election interference, economic instability, job losses, a bleak job market. No. They're trying to make it about the threat of Antifa. You know, that big mythical creature that Republicans just live in constant fear of. They believe, or at least they want you to believe, that Antifa is going to come down your street marching, take over. As Matt Gaetz said at the Republican convention, Joe Biden's going to let MS-13 literally move next door to you. So they want you to be afraid of everything. Be afraid of the left. Be afraid of MS-13. Be afraid and vote for Republicans. Well, according to a draft copy of a Department of Homeland Security report, there are very real lethal threats that American citizens face on a regular basis. Unfortunately, it's not Russian misinformation, as the establishment Democrats want you to think. It's not MS-13 or Antifa, as Republicans want you to think. The number one persistent lethal threat to American citizens, and I say that way because that's how they phrased it.
Yep.
Persistent lethal threat
to
American citizens is white supremacists.
You're damn right.
White supremacists here in the United States, according to the Department of Homeland Security, are the number one greatest threat to your very existence. Meaning, out of all the other groups in this country, out of all of the foreign groups, including those foreign terrorist groups, you're still far more likely to be killed by a homegrown white supremacist than anyone else.
Facts. Yeah, that is facts there, white man.
This is not the first report in recent years that has said this either.
Oh, come on.
This is consistent. As they put it, this is persistent.
Mm-hmm.
that white supremacists pose such a massive threat to our very way of life here in the United States.
Yep, they do. Come on. Yeah.
And they will continue to do so, according to this report, throughout at least the early part of 2021, if not further down the road. But what's interesting is the fact that they're a greater threat to us than all of the other groups that Republicans have been telling us to be afraid of for over 20 years.
Yeah, they are.
You know, look back at 2004, the election. 2004, Bush versus Kerry. We had the Bush administration, the Republicans, the Fox Newses, and the Rush Limbaughs telling us that if we vote for John Kerry, Al-Qaeda is going to come over here. Al-Qaeda is going to view us as weak. They're going to attack us because they know John Kerry and the liberals, they're too soft. They're not going to do anything. So we will be at the mercy of Al-Qaeda if John Kerry wins. 2008, same thing. John McCain out there saying Barack Obama was soft. He was weak. We're going to be at the mercy of these foreign terrorists. 2012, similar situation, except then it started to evolve into ISIS. 2016 was all about ISIS.
I'm not about to keep that going because you know why? Because ISIS, Al-Qaeda, CIA, FBI, it's all the same shit, son. Man, hit the like button, share this, man. Al-Qaeda, all these groups have been trained militarily from America, man. If you don't know that by now, I don't know what to tell you. So yes, the biggest threat for Black Americans in this country is white supremacists. Now, along with this white supremacy, man, which is what I'm getting into right now, it's the trafficking. Okay, hit the like button, share this shit. This is what I'm basically going to end this with, man. So Netflix came out with this movie that is called Cuties, where it describes how in this movie you basically have kids, young girl, Black girl, that basically gets overly sexualized, and there's the other little girls in it. Now, I got the review, all right? I have not seen this movie. Let me go ahead and just throw it up. I have not seen this movie. I'm not going to watch this movie. See, I'm a firm believer that, you know what I'm saying, certain type of movies and certain type of things they put on visually for us to consume is something that it can get into your subconscious, man. It can get into your subconscious of thinking that what you're seeing has some type of normalcy with this. That's why a lot of movies, and if you've ever made a movie, if you've ever been in a movie, if you ever have been around movie projects and places where they're doing movies, you just see how the process works, man, where they put on film an adaptation on what they think is reality according to whatever they have written a script to be. Playwright. All right. So you look at this right here, man. This is the director. And what they doing, like I said, they keep using us for their agenda, man. She's from Senegal. And it says, director says she received death threats after Netflix poster backlash. Ted Sarandos called her to apologize. So they didn't went and apologize to the woman. And she should receive backlash. They shouldn't even be showing this shit. They should not be showing none of this shit on any type of cinema-based anything. Man, hit the like button, share this shit, man. They should not be showing nothing like this. But see, you got to understand, they dropped this SB 145 deal in California. They see these people do this shit, and they do it symbolically, but they do it with some type of agenda, and they right now they pushing this underneath people's noses, and they getting us to try to accept a lot of this shit. That SB 145, I seen people up here try to really justify or explain what this is. And I don't even have to put it right here. I read it enough times to tell you what it does is it allows a judge to either register someone as a sex offender that has had sexual intercourse with someone that is 10 years younger than them. So if a 14 is when a 24-year-old, the judge has the discretion, listen, the discretion to get them as a sex offender and to register as a sex offender. They don't have to if the judge does not sign off on that. What does get an automatic sex offended registry is any type of oral or anal sex. Then they have to register as a sex offender. But at the end of the day, what this does is it opens up open pedophilia. It opens up the idea of people being able to sexually be a predator towards young people, and you may or may not have to register as a sex offender. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you have not been paying attention, you know, definitely the past few weeks, and see, this is the thing, they've been dropping posters about this, and they allowed this to go up while they took down Farrakhan's project that was on Netflix that was supposed to come on. And from what I understand, it was about him being able to play the instruments. He was an instrument. He could play an instrument. They weren't even trying to let him ride for that. They took him automatically down, but they let this ride though. They let this shit ride though. Hit the like button, share this. They let this ride though. You understand what I'm saying? They let this ride out. Man, they took down R. Kelly's music for something that they ain't even prove if he has done anything. The time of him having to go to prison came and gone when he did get caught on tape and nothing happened to the dude. But this right here, they're letting this ride out. They letting this ride out. They letting that ride out. And man, I don't care if this movie is an adaptation or based off of some other movie or project where it was about they switched the characters from women to little girls. And man, I don't care about none of that, man. I don't care about none of that. This is dangerous, man. This is extra dangerous right here, man. Extra dangerous. This is extra dangerous. Oh. Extra dangerous.
Ow, shit!
Extra dangerous. So I came across this right here, man. Steve-O. Remember Steve-O from Jackass? This is a real tattoo that this dude got, which, you know what I'm saying, I'm not even going to try to show it that long, man. But it's a pedophilic tattoo where he ended up getting covered with an ostrich, like still having bestiality. And this, like I just said, this bill passes and reduces penalties. That's what I'm saying, man. They're trying to open the gates out here with this, man. And look, and oh shit, they are opening up the gates. They opening up the gates for this pedophilia. I have been saying this. It's going to go from the LBGTQ to LBGTQP. And they're really going to try to make it to where pedophilia is quote unquote normal. And what we're going to find out is that you're going to see a lot of people probably infiltrated in a lot of this. And let's be honest, man. Donald Trump may be someone who is trying to bust all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I've been hearing. That's what I hear a lot of people. And I could say this is internet because, of course, they're not going to say this on public platforms. But I got this from, I think this is from the Radar, I believe. 168 sex trafficked children rescued. Now, this is an article that was a couple of years ago, 2018 or 17, I'm sorry. An FBI bus over the last week rescued 168 children who were victims of sex trafficking, some of who had never been reported missing. The Sting, part of an annual cross-country initiative, also brought in 281 pimps. These kids found here America's children, said FBI Director James Comey. He noted that so far the FBI operation has removed 3,600 children from the streets. Also, this right here, above that, it says U.S. Marshals rescued 72 missing children across Indiana, Ohio, and Georgia in the past several weeks. This is the new shit. Okay. U.S. Marshals announced the safe rescue of 8 highly endangered missing children in Indiana over the weekend as part of Operation Homecoming. Similar operations in nearby states have led to the rescue of 72 children since mid-August. See, when you have this as something that's a part of the culture, because like I said, this goes back to the Roman Greco period where this was heavily influenced and ended up being a part of the American culture. And, you know, they're trying to get back to that time period where it was so free to just be a pedophile, to be a sexual deviant, to be all these decadent things. And that's what they're looking to get this back to. And that's why I say for solutions when it comes to this in the Black community is that we have to try to continue to, like, if the NFAC is going to be a module for us to want to spark militias, then we need to spark these militias and these groups that should be policing our neighborhoods. They should be policing these areas where, you know, there could be trafficking going on. And look, man, the streets talk, man. The streets talk. So when stuff like this is happening, there should be a group of us that if you want to call them a militia group, if you want to call it a community police, you know what I mean? If you want to call it neighborhood policing, then call it that. But we have to have these things set up in our areas to protect our kids. They want to come get our kids, take them away, and you'll never see your kids again, man. That's what they want to do. Or they want to make it to where it's so out in the open publicly that they can go into the restroom and violate your kid. Where they have these gender bathrooms where, you know what I'm saying, they allow both genders to use it at the same time. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is getting very dangerous out here, y'all. And we got to have solutions to be able to take care of these problems. We got to have a militia group or a neighborhood watch group that's in our neighborhoods. We cannot rely on any political party at all. Man, hit the like button, share the shit. We cannot focus on any of these political parties to be in our best interest right now. We cannot depend on that. Because I mean, you understand? A couple days ago, the Pentagon had a discussion on artificial intelligence. And you say, what does that have to do with what you're saying? Man, do you understand? They should have the ability to go and find anybody. But they're also going to use this artificial intelligence to come and get your kids. They in on it. They in on it too. I just showed you, man, they had a tracker on one of these little girls' bras, man. It's not a game out here, man. We have to be able to protect our people, man. We got to be able to protect our women, our kids. We have to be able to do this, man. We have to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really get a chance to play because let me show this right quick. Let me show this because what I want to go back to right quick is just show why, because we ain't taking some of this, man. We ain't taking this shit, man. We ain't taking this right here, man. I meant to show this earlier. Now, what appears to happen is it looked like it was some racialized shit that happened where it happened inside the movie theater and looked like they were following them out the movies. And look like they you know, if you see some black people run up on you like that, something happened. So the young is that. That's where he messed up. That's where he messed up. That's where he messed up. As you see, the suspected white supremacist laying right there, leaking out. It looked like another one, maybe his buddy or something, was trying to fight. And too bad he had on the Andrew Luck jersey, because that's home team all day. The black security dude, look, you see the police coming, niggas broke out. Look, man, I don't condone any type of violence from people like that. But I have to say, this is why they come after the young people, because they know these young people ain't playing no games out here, man. These young people about that life, man. They about the shits, man. So they try to come get them off the streets very quick and start trying to have them a part of they trafficking, man. They try to come and get them real quick. You understand what I'm saying? And let me see. It was one more video, man, I wanted to show, but let me see. Because you gotta understand, because I didn't get a chance to really cover this either, but black women woke, you all are considered a problem in white supremacy. Let me just say, listen to this.
Is there no bathroom? I'm sorry. Okay, excuse me. I need to get by my door. Don't push me. Go to the bathroom and sit down.
Have you seen this?
I need to get to my car. Ma'am, I need to get to
She want me to go to jail. Y'all see how she antagonizing me? Y'all see how the lady doing me? Look, and then she coming. Look, all I'm trying to do is use the bathroom. What? The lady is getting aggressive with me.
You're not listening.
I'm not a child. I'm grown. I'm trying to use the bathroom. The lady is coming.
I
use the bathroom. Now she needs to use get to her door. Can I get to my bathroom? No. What do I gotta listen to?
No, I was blocking you.
What I gotta listen to? Are you my boss? You are white privilege. You're not my boss. Sit down. Sit down. You're not my boss. And you're not my boss. You're white privilege. Sit down.
They don't like black women talking like this.
Thank you. You have
They don't like black women talking like this.
You gotta go back here. You wait for me to get to my bathroom and have respect for me like you've been having.
Call them now.
Call them.
I need
Call
to get
them.
to my door.
Good. And I need to get to my bathroom. So you rate and respect people. You have white privilege and it's not here. It's over with. It's 2020.
Yes, it is.
Wake up. You got a mask on.
Yes, I do.
So you're under the government too. You're confined. And you don't have white privilege anymore. I'm a queen. California. She was from a black queen.
Okay, well, I need
you
to
don't
get to my
talk because
door
you
to
so
this
privileged that you got to get in somebody else and tell them you're not listening. I don't have to listen to you. You don't run me. You go to the bathroom. You shut up and stay in your lane. You have nothing to do with this, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Listen to your mama. She should have told. I know you don't care. You so grown.
Ma'am, I need to get to my door.
Okay,
to
thank
disarm
you.
it.
And I need to get to the
bathroom.
bathroom. Like I said, I don't run people. You don't run America. You run yourself. So get off your little mentality that you better than somebody because you're not. Thank you. That's what I say. See this little shit right here? This whole little mentality. But you need to understand, you don't run America no more.
Everyone seated at this time.
That shit over.
Take your seats
You don't
now.
run me. And guess what? When I was 14, they said, oh, you people are so the same. I slapped the shit out that white bitch when she told me that all y'all white people are so the same. And that's I got off that bus in Richmond, California. So you can think all you want to. All y'all people is all the same. That's what y'all teach in your house. But black people don't teach that hate in our house. You need to understand that. Yeah. Yeah. We don't teach hate in our house. Y'all teach hate in your house. Y'all narcissists. But you ain't gonna play that shit.
Giving her that work. That shit give me chills down my spine, man. But we have to protect our kids and women, man. We have to protect our kids and women. We have to protect them, man. We got to do whatever we can do to protect our kids and women. If you got a neighborhood watch, you got a neighborhood neighborhood association, a homeowner association. Try to do something, man, to get more security in your neighborhood. That's the power that you have. Yes, black women are a threat. When you woke, you just saw right there, people ain't used to black women talking like that, man. I showed you what they're trying to do with this pedophilia thing, man. And I showed you how these niggas is talking scary out here. We got to continue to stay on code. We got to continue to have a code. And we got to continue to try to build and let this shit ride out the way that they letting it ride out. But we need to plan, plot, and strategize and get our thing together, man. And continue to build with other people. I'm going to leave the same way I came in. This has been episode 15 of I'm a Bully Radio. I believe I covered and got to all the things I wanted to say for this episode. Man, keep your head on the swivel. Keep reading, keep building. Turn down the party and bullshit and turn up your blinkers and get them glasses off, man. Put them glasses on. Get them reflectors popping, man. Get that third eye. That third eye chirping, man. Man, just please, like I got to see going down my timeline, at least somebody trying to do something, man. Other than partying and bullshit, man. Because they not playing with us, but we keep playing. Hit the like button, share this shit, man. Been on all platforms. YouTube, Comedian J Scott. Subscribe to my channel. Hit me up on the YouTube. Hit me up in my inbox, my messenger, man. I'm down to build with anybody trying to get solutions. And I believe I came with some solutions today. And I believe I've talked about the problem. Fuck is your problem, B? I'm in with the whole team, man. Make sure y'all stay safe out here. The NFL about to start back up. They're getting ready to try to woo us back to sleep, man. These elections shit about to come down. But you know what I mean? I want you all to stay safe, stay cautious, keep building. And you know what I'm saying? Keep it moving, man. I'm Comedian J Scott. This has been I'm a Bully Radio. I'm out, man. Share this shit. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing.
And you know what it sounds like. Face forward, y'all.
Salute.
Yeah. As I sit back, recline, my game just rewind. I'm here to put these whack MCs on the climb. I'm from the INDI, A&A, smoke Mary Jane, at the raw cones, and I puff paper planes. Never phased by these lames, by the way, man, I forgot to mention. Kill competition 4 years straight. My city looking for a leader, so I stay facts. Niggas run around the time I was moving packs on the daily. Maybe they want to shine. I say the on the low so I can stack all mine. So where I'm from, these niggas smoke wet sticks. Look up in their eyes, another drama episode from the Netflix. My mama need a crib, so I'm on grind mode. Fucked up feeling, seeing roaches with the lights on. Zone at the zone like a 2-3 with the last silhouette. Shit, I gotta do me. What the fuck, my nigga? What would you do? You know what I'm saying? Cheer, mouse. Find me in the backseat, getting head from a bad freak in a taxi. Man, I do this to the max. He ain't like me. Nikes on my damn feet. Pay attention how I creep. Mouse. Hustle 7-Eleven, no work or double eight. Real niggas can relate. Fuck niggas masturbate. Now I'm at the ceremony where the masters play. Got reservations for the 5-season resorts I stay. Had to do it by myself, so I kicked some niggas out like a landlord. You know I had to clean out house. I'm on a cheese wrap. I ain't falling for your mouse traps. Murder any trap beat, and I don't even be south. And if the south don't get it, fine. Just give me a minute. I push a pigeon down that I-10 state line. I'm one of the illest out the crooked eye. You should never mention you and I in the same sentence. I ain't wanna hear that shit, man. Mouse, the hardest out of my town. Look up in the lost and found, and I'ma give you a style. Open case and press play, and I'ma hit you with nouns. Either way, my wordplay is too heavy for crowns. Mouse, tell Elliot I'm here for the taking, cuz I don't care if you black or Caucasian, African, Albanian, or barbarian. Suckers who claiming they in position of power. Hold my rhymes, pitch you off, I keep covered with golden showers. I'm over your head without the fitted. I'm not fitted with cowards. So if this shoe fits, I'm taking a step for the paper. Now or later, shit was never sweet. Either recognize the owner, cause this bitches ain't cheap. And I ain't gotta dumb it down, I just gotta do me, and I be